Hello, dear children. I welcome you all again in this fourth chapter of your RFP book. And the name of this story is Four Forest Friends. As you can see on the screen, that it is written Four Forest Friends. This is the story of a beautiful jungle where four forest friends were living. Now, who are those friends? Let me tell you. You can see on my screen. Here is the deer, Hiran the deer. Its name was Hiran. Hiran the deer. On the top, you can see Kraken the crow. Okay. Now at this corner, you can see Chuha the rat. And here is Kachwa. Let me show you Kachwa, the wise old turtle. So four forest friends. Why do they call themselves good friends? Because they were actually very good in friendship. They loved each other, they played each other, everything they used to do each other in that jungle. Since they were very good friends, they decided to call themselves Four Forest Friends. Till the wise Kachwa reminded them that while the three of them might be very fast, but at least he was very, very slow, yet very good friends. This is how they would joke and play and love and eat together. As they foraged for food on the forest floor, they loved the sun as it shone through the tall trees, and they loved even more the patterns of light and dark as the light filtered down on the bushes and the grass and the moss. In fact, Kraken the crow made up a song of their favorite things. Now, let me tell you what is the meaning of these lines. They went for food, they were looking for food, they used to do it always. So when they go for looking for the food, what they love the bright sun. You must have seen during a daylight that the sun is very bright and the lights are falling on the heavy thick trees, and from there the lights are just coming down like patterns on the ground, on the grasses, on the moss is here, kai, that is moss. In fact, Kraken the crow was so happy that he made a song of his all favorite things what they do in the jungle. So I'm going to say those six lines of the songs what Kraken the crow has made. Four forest friends went for a walk to play, to eat, and most of all to talk. On the dappled forest floor they played. Dapple means spotty, patchy forest floor. They played hop, skip, happy in the sun and the shade. And smiles lit up the flowers and the trees as they waved for joy in the morning breeze. So it means they were actually enjoying their life. But every story cannot be so smooth. There must be a twist. Let's see what. One sad day, however, on a morning as lovely as usual, a terrible thing happened. Terrible means a scareful, frightening thing happened. A hunter had set a trap in the shade of a bush, and Hiran stepped into it. You know who a hunter is? Those who come to catch the animals. They just throw the net or something, and that is how they trap the animals. So a hunter has set a trap, and what happened? Hiran, the deer, it stepped it into it. Okay, now in an instant a heavy net fell over his head. She dropped to the ground. Her long legs tangled in the cords of the net. Now, what happened? Her legs was tangled in the net's cord. The net began to cut into the tender skin. Now, as the net was very strong, it started cutting its skin, soft skin, tender skin. And she cried out in pain and fright. And the heron was crying badly in pain. And she was also scared that someone is going to catch her now. Kraken the crow and Chuha the rat panicked. Panic means they were in hurry, hasty. They were in trouble that what to do when they saw their friend and hear the cries and begin crying themselves. They also started crying that my friend is in trouble. Hiran is in trouble. Till the cra of the crow and the chee of the rat was even louder and sadder than Hiran's cries of pain. They cried so much that their voice was so louder. Okay, Kachwa, being an older and wiser, thought for a moment. Now, Kachwa, as you must have heard in many stories, that they are always very, wise and strong from inside. So he was having a very good brain. So as he was wise, what he did, he was just thinking for a moment. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Don't cry. We have to act quickly. We have to take out some solution. We need not to cry. Whenever situation is difficult, we need not to cry. We have to think strongly and we have to make a solution of it. Right? We have to act quickly before the hunters get back. Now they were worried that if hunter will come back, then he will take the heron with him. So they were worried. You, Chuha, have a strong jaw, said the Kachua. Chuha, you have a strong jaw and sharp teeth. So I want you to know the cords of the net. Gnaw, Gnaw, gnaw means you have to bite, nibble the cord, the net. Okay, with your strong teeth. And you, Kraken the crow, you need to fly up, up, and warn us when you see the hunter coming back to the trap. So the plan was set. Tortoise has set the plan that now Chuha will bite the cord, will nibble the cord, and will cut and will take out the heron from the net. And the crow will fly up high and will inform us if the hunter is coming back close to us. And so they got to work. Chua gnawed and gnawed and gnawed, and his sharp teeth cut through the coils of the net. It started cutting. Kraken flew up high till he saw the hunter at a distance. Not what he saw, that till now he is not coming, he was watching continue. And he let his friends know where he was. The hunter was far away, but he was returning to see if he has trapped an animal. The hunter was coming back to check that which animal is there in the trap. And so Chuha did not have too much time, but he bit and gnawed and chewed and saved, and slowly Hiran started to come free out of the net. Kachua's continue kept on biting and gnawing the cord of the net so that Hiran can come out. Okay. All this took a lot of time, of course, and the hunter came closer and closer. Now, Kraken kept warning. Kraken the crow was continued telling that now hunter is coming close. Them as the hunter approached. Approach means coming close. But it was too late for now. The hunter was only at a very short distance away. And Chuha still had three coils to bite through. Okay, so Chuha was in a hurry that how should I do it early as possible. Kraken bravely dived straight at the hunter. What Kraken the crow has done, it dived towards the hunter, straight towards the hunter, screaming, crack, crack, crack. It started screaming. So the hunter jumped back in fear. Hunter thought, oh, why this crow is coming to me? He jumped back with fear. And Kraken kept on flying at him. Kraken was continue flying on the hunter's face. And in and out all about till the hunter ran under a tree and picked up a stone to throw at the crow. He was just diverting the hunter. So what hunter did? Hunter ran towards a tree. It went under a tree and picked up a stone to throw at the crow that why this crow is irritating me a lot. By this time, Tuha was done and Hiran was free and they bounded away with trap. They just ran away with trap. Hiran limped away. Oh, but quickly, Kraken too flew away. Now Hiran was unable to walk because his leg has got hurt with the coil with the net. When the hunter went to his trap and saw the torn net, oh, the hunter saw that net is already torn. It means someone has done this and the animal has already left this the cord. Ran away. Kachua was still close by as he slowly, one tortoise foot at a time, trundled away. See what happened? Chuha ran away quickly. Crow was there in the sky, and Hiran it ran away. And who was left? The tortoise was walking very slowly, very because they walk very slowly, and they trundled away. Means he was just moving like this, and somehow he was walking. Strange, thought the hunter. No deer in my trap, and my net ripped too. But there is an unusual tortoise, and his shell will be worth money. So he picked up Kachua, put him into his bag, slung it over his shoulder, and started to walk home. So he was very annoyed that, there is no deer in my trap, and my net is also badly torn. So what he saw, he said that no animal is there except the tortoise. So he said, okay, it's an unusual tortoise. I will take it. Its shell is very costly. I will sell it and I will get some money. So what he did, he put the kachua in his bag and it was slung, means it was moving in the air like this loosely in a particular position over his shoulder and he started to walk home. When Kraken, Chuha and Hiran realized that what happened, they started following the hunter. They saw, Arey, Kachua is going with the man. That man is taking, the hunter is taking the Kachua. They started following the hunter. But the hunter did not stop. It was continue moving and going. And the friends knew that soon he would leave the forest and be out of their reach. Now they were worried that quickly he will leave the forest and we will not be able to get Kachua back. It was Hiran's turn now to be brave. Now three of the friends have saved the Hiran's life. Now it was Hiran's turn to do some smart act. So to show the bravery. She scampered. Scampered means running. She was running very quickly, but in fear, ahead of the hunter and then stood in the way, making sure he saw. So what Hiran did, Hiran ran forward and Hunter was at the back and she wanted Hunter to see that the Hiran is standing in front of him. As soon as he did, he put down his bag and ran after. We saw, oh, that Hiran is there in front of me. He kept his bag and ran after the Hiran. She moved for the Hiran was continue moving. Her legs were still hurting from being trapped in the net, but her friend Kachua had to be saved. What happened? The Hiran was having hurt in his pain, in her legs, so she was running like anything but in pain. But she was knowing that if I will not do this bravery, my friend Kachua will not be with me next time. And she hobbled and ran, and she led the hunter far away from his back from Kachua. She ran so fastly, and the hunter was running behind the deer and the Kachua was left behind in the bag. So now Kachua was far away from the hunter. It took but a minute for Kachua to rush to the bag. Kachua quickly rushed to the bag and chewed through it. Sorry, Chua rushed to the bag and chewed through it. Off went the two of them, with Kraken flying above to make sure that they did not get into any more trouble. Kraken, they were all making sure that they are not in any trouble or they should not make any mistake. The hunter never did catch Heron. And when he returned to his bag, Hiran was continue running, so Hunter was unable to catch Hiran. And when he returned to his bag, he found it torn. The way the net was torn, and the tortoise was missing from the bag because it ran away with Chua. It's strange are the ways of this forest. He was saying, how strange! What are the ways? What are the ethics of this forest? I'm not able to catch even a single deer. My bags are torn. What to do? So, and I cannot trap any animal at all. I am never going to come back here in this jungle, in this village. I did not like. And saying this, he walked away. He left the jungle. And the four forest friends, or at least the three fast and the one slow, of course, they lived happily ever after. And Kraken the crow, who made a song of six lines, now added two more wonderful lines into that. Now let me sing. What are those lines? They lived happily ever after, and Kraken added two more lines to his song. Four forest friends went for a walk to play, to eat, and most of all to talk. On the dappled forest floor they played, hop, skip, happy in the sun and the shade. And smiles lit up the flowers and the trees, and they waved for joy in the morning breeze. And the hunter came and went. All's well. No deer skin for him, and no tortoise shell. Wonderful, amazing song by Kraken. So, what we have seen that a friend is actually a need of the hour. We cannot survive without a good friend. So, we should keep our promise with our friends. We should make good friends. We should help them in need. Okay, so this was the moral of this story that we should be good with our friends because friends are the those who are always ready to be there during the time of any problem. Okay, children, so this was the last story. I hope you have enjoyed this story. Please read your RFP book thoroughly and be ready for the examination. We will meet soon in some other video. Take care. Jai Hind. Goodbye.